Hey guys, welcome back to a new video of DANIA. Um, First of all, I said in the previous DANIA video that I was gonna try do something with the river rapids, and I didn't know if I was gonna record it or if I was gonna do it off camera. But I recorded it because I actually felt like that what I did here was actually something. It was a nice addition to the area, and also it also makes the area more alive with this river rapids here. So the plan with this river rapids was basically just to have it intertwine with the coaster. So in my head, that when I'm gonna detail it or make scenery around it, I basically also do it to the coaster. So these two scenery or these two rides here, the Hulker coaster and the river rapids here, is more it fits well together. And also when I make all the scenery around it, it's like two things in one stroke, right? So I felt like that it was quite neat to have the river rapids going in and out of the coaster, and then I'm gonna make some caves, and I'm gonna detail the river rapids a lot, and also with the coaster. And as you can see here, I struggled a lot here at the end of connecting the two tracks or the layout here. I didn't know what it was, but it was so annoying. But I did find a way to do it eventually. But yeah, the plan also was kind of like to have some sort of a little lake that goes all the way around the coaster, and the river rapids is kind of like the lake. And I'm super happy about this, and I'm having high hopes for this area, because as soon as I started adding stuff to it, and got that feeling that okay, when I do this, then I can maybe add this here, and I can add this here, and all the plans in my head kind of came out, and a lot of the things got very well executed here. So I also said that my goal with the river rapid was to kind of like put it down below the ground, so the people that are actually walking above it. I did try it some places, and you also see it some places, but there's also a lot of places where it's just a little bit above the ground. But I will do something about that too. And the river rapids itself, it's not a super exciting river rapids. It doesn't have a lot of drops. It's mainly for a scenery thing, and then I'm gonna add some waterfalls and Viking huts and even some Viking ships. I also gonna make them and have them a little bit around, so it feels like you actually are sailing through a Viking village or something like that. And then also I'm a little annoyed actually, because yeah, I did it. I went in and bought the DLC. Not that I have any intention of using the DLC at this moment or anything, but what I'm gonna say is, I was in Dania the day before I bought the DLC, before the update arrived. I had 29 FPS. I open up the park. I have 16 FPS in Dania. I couldn't legit do shit in this park. I have no idea what happened, and I got so frustrated about it. You'll even see some places where it just goes super slow. I'm waiting, and I don't know what have happened here. I don't know if it had something to do with the DLC or the update. I didn't get any autosave for like 2 hours. Planko was basically just running like ass, like it did before I got this the GPU, and before they made the QL. It was back on square one. I don't know if I just had a bad day in Dania, but it did not feel very gameplay wise was very bad for me. So I don't know if it had something to do with the DLC or not. I already reported it, and I'm hoping they're gonna look into it, because it's not fun that they make you buy DLC, and as soon as you buy it, then the game kind of like runs kind of shit again. So I hope that it was just something on my end, but unfortunately it doesn't look like it because I was also into Blackmire, and Blackmire kinda does the same. There's a lot of frame drops in my parks for some reason. So I don't know what it was. Hopefully, as I said, it might just have been a bad day for me and my Planko. But that's kind of what I'm hoping on. I haven't been into other parks ever since. But I'm hoping on it. Or nonetheless, I know they're for sure gonna give us a bug fix at some point. But it's still super annoying that I'm going in and buying the DLC and then afterwards the game run like... It runs very bad. And you can actually see it in the cinematics in the end of the video. How bad my frame rate is when I recorded this. And you already saw the park tour, you've seen the previous episodes of DANIA where it's just been running super smooth. Or not super smooth, that's a lie, but it's been running smooth. So I'm hoping it's on my end. But anyways, sorry guys. After I made the queue, I felt like I needed an overhang bridge here for the river rapids and kind of like for the queue itself. So what I did here is that I made this little wooden bridge where the river rapids go under and the guests go above, and it kind of mix and match it together with some foliage and some other Viking huts and stuff like that, and give it a little bit more trim work and support. And after that, I kind of feel like that this was a nice addition. It made it feel something, and the bridge here is not super crazy, but when I make these areas, I'm kind of I'm thinking realistic. How would a Viking area look in a realistic park? And I've been to a few that has it, and I'm super inspired by Woden from Europa Park. I'm definitely gonna try make the station for the coaster like that, as I've said. And also, I also need still to make some more Viking buildings, which I probably will make a time lapse of. But I just felt like that I needed to actually try to fill out some of these areas here and try to work with some of the buildings I already did. Because I'm gonna make tons of buildings for the ride here, because I need to have something placed around the river rapids too, because foliage doesn't do the job here all the time. So I think I need to finish off some areas here. And actually, guys, I can see now that this park is gonna be finished within very, very soon. I've given myself so many deadlines through the years. It's okay to say the years. It's been over a year now. Yeah, whatever. That the park itself is really coming together, guys. It's so nice. The bird's eye view on this park, and you see all areas being filled up, and park just looks super nice. Yeah, I'm super happy that I've come to this, that I've come so far with this park. It's been a struggle to get to this point. Also because back in when I started the park, I had a bad computer, I had bad specs, so sorry, I wasn't really aware of how this was gonna go. I only had the ideas of the areas, and the areas actually turned out quite nice, and all the areas is actually the ideas that I had. So I'm sorry that you sometimes see a little bit of me not doing anything, guys, but it was mainly just the game itself that were running like ass, as I said. It's every time I had to move something or had to like push a blueprint that had 2,000 pieces or something, I had to wait for like 2 minutes for it to just register it. And I don't know what it is with the path too. And that was also before this, but I've always experienced something with the pathing, that every time I go into the path I get this freeze too. I don't know what it is. It's frustrating, but I'm hoping it's gonna be fixed. But I did something that I did notice was the menu, the switch between the huts when you go from scenery to building, or you to switch it up to walls to decorations. I've seen a change there for sure. It goes way faster now, and you don't have to wait all the time. So I can see that, I can feel that, but it's mainly just my frame drops I don't understand. It's It's very it's a riddle to me. I don't get it. But after I'm doing all this stuff, guys, I'm doing this station for the river rapids. I actually had no idea what I was gonna to do with this station. As you can see, I try a lot of different style and things here. And I feel like as soon as I've built this guy, I put the other guy next to him with the other thatch roof. And then all these two buildings kind of work well together. And this building is not going to be super detailed as the other ones. Because, to be honest, I actually didn't know what I could add to this. Because I just wanted it a plain normal building. A station building. And then have all the assets around it. So you will see this front, you'll see me decorate now. This is the front I'm going to focus on. So the back side, it's not gonna be decorated. I'm gonna put some walls and stuff on, but I'm not gonna go into all of it. Because I feel like that, as I've said, some of these parts of the Viking area is something I can do off camera. And then as soon as I feel like that I'm actually gonna make something nice and presentable for you guys, I'm gonna make a video like I'm doing here. So this area, this little tiny area you see me work on here is actually gonna get finished today. But the coaster itself is not, but I'm trying to get ideas and trying to, as I said, trying to have that realistic look to it on how it would actually look in a decent, realistic park. So I'm trying to do that while I build all this stuff. So I'm super, how do you say? I'm super into all this to make it look a little bit realistic and have these sort of Viking buildings in different styles. So I'm very, very satisfied on the end result of this so far, but I will let you guys decide that. So, but anyways, guys, I will give you a song or two, and I will get back to you guys in the end of the video. So, enjoy, guys. Alright guys, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the music. What you have seen me do is add a little bit more stuff to the interior of the station. Because I felt like the station was a little bit plain, and kind of like to get me going, I needed to figure out what I could do in the station for next time. So that's mainly what you have seen me do here. I wasn't super, how do you say, focusing on getting the interior of the station finished today. It was mainly the exterior and then the queue line and just all the things around you see here. So the station will probably be next video, if not later on in the series, or maybe it's just something I will do off camera. I don't know yet. We will see. As I said, I don't know when I start building how presentable and how good it will be. So it's mainly just me when I build and I'm like, okay, I feel like that I actually can achieve something today. So let's push that record button. But anyways, what you see me do here is that I felt like the roof, I was struggling a lot with the roof because I felt like that it needed something. It needed some sort of addition to it. So what I did here is that I took these pirate shacks that has this nice messy thatch roof. It looks more real than the other thatch roof, which I'm so bummed about that we haven't in the game. It would be so cool if we actually had those as segments. That little messed up thatch roof. It kind of looks like it goes into each other and all that stuff, and I really like the look of it. But nevertheless, I'm super happy that they did it, because that thatch roof is just so nice to put on your buildings, and it really does something to it. So I did that and kind of just added just the wooden stock, as you have seen me do on the queue here as well, and make my own custom window. I'll probably inside of the coaster, or the, no, coaster, what am I saying that? The river rapids. I think I'm gonna make the interior so you won't see that the parts that are sticking out from the roof. So I'm just gonna cover it up with some planks or something like that, you know. Because I don't feel like it looks super pretty inside of the station when you can see all the wooden stack fences sticking down from it. So I'm definitely gonna cover it up with something. I do end up as well taking some of my shields again and kind of add it to the queue line here. I felt like as soon as I added these shields and some bonding to the queue, this queue got so spiced up and it looked super nice with this thing. So I'm doing all this stuff where I'm kind of like adding them to the queue here and put that little bone structure on it too, to give it more like a Viking roar feel. And then I basically just add a few things to it that just makes it look alive, and kind of like, just as I said, I'm kind of having that realism vibe in my head. So I'm trying to make it built as it would look in a realistic park. Maybe I'm totally wrong, or maybe you think it looks kind of decent. I don't know about the stack fences though, like the way they have the pole against, so you can actually hurt yourself a lot with these pointy fences here. But if people are just if they just act right and don't do stupid stuff, then I'm pretty sure we're gonna be okay. Also, a little extra thing, guys. I started last Sunday streaming on Twitch, where I did some stuff in DANIA, which you won't see in this video. I did a little right skin and such. So if you're up for it, go follow me on Twitch, guys. I will eventually start streaming a lot more, and it will be Overwatch, Apex, Planet Coaster, all the games I basically play on my channel. I will play that on the stream as well, and I will also start a workshop review, or like a spotlight creation review, whatever you want to call it, where I'm gonna look into some of your guys' creations from the community with some of my friends in my own community Discord. So I'm looking super forward to that thing. So guys, go in and follow me on Twitch, because there's a lot more stuff coming on there as well. And also, while I'm at it, go check out my Twitter account as well, and go give me a follow. I post, so you can keep up to date of what I'm doing and what I post and all that stuff. So yeah, guys, that was just a little thing I wanted to. I usually never do this, but I feel like it was about time that I kind of promoted myself a little bit. So yeah, but anyways, guys, I have this. I make these rocks here for the queue line, and I'm probably gonna do that along the way, some places too. Because I feel like the stones here kind of added a nice effect to the queue line. So that's definitely something I'm gonna try to do more of at the area here. And after I kind of like added those rocks, I started focusing a little bit on the shrubs part, and I really feel like this area came out super cool looking compared to, I had kind of like no idea on which way I wanted to go with this. The only thing that kind of bumps me out is the plain buildings in the back you see from the main street. But I'm gonna do like a gate, like some sort of realistic gateway where it's supposed to be the illusion of this. No one can walk in here except for the employees. So the area you see behind the station, it's just gonna be related to backstage stuff. You will see it here in just a few minutes. Me starting on a little Viking gate that I'm just gonna close off, so it feels like you can't go further in here except for the employees. And afterwards, I'm gonna do some more stuff to the back of all these ugly ass buildings you see from the main street. When I first started the park, I was oh yeah, I'm gonna make a main street and I'm actually gonna detail both sides. Yeah, I got smarter. because that the piece count for that is just ridiculous. So that's why you see a lot of these buildings is just pure plain in the back. But I am starting to add some backstage buildings where you basically just have pipes and ventilations and all that stuff. And also just to have the illusion of that these are just facades. That I was actually, in the start, I was like, no, I am not gonna make facades building. But yeah, you get smarter the more you build in this game for sure, and you figure out what do you need to prioritize and what is not the so most important. And it is definitely the backside of these buildings that are like, they don't have a lot of value to me. But they will get a fix. And also the path you've seen me do is not a path that I'm thinking about having. Not like so you go through the buildings, because I'm not sure if I want people to have access to shorten in the road so they actually can go to the Viking area quicker than actually go all the way around the main street. So it was just a little thing I thought about. So and it was also just to see how it all will look with some pathing and all that stuff. I don't really have the layout of the entire area fully yet, but I know that I'm still gonna make, is it a staff church it's called? I'm gonna make a Viking restaurant, and then I'm gonna try make a Viking dock where I actually can have some Viking ships as well. I think the Viking ships might be okay for me if I can try take my Babylonian boats and try redo them as Viking boats. It's something something I'm brainstorming right now, or if I should just go crazy and try make a new hull for the Viking boats. But it's still in the thinker. I don't know yet. But as you saw here, I make that little gateway that it's just supposed to be the illusion of there's nothing besides, there's nothing next to this door. If you enter this, you will not see anything. And I kind of like how that turned out to look. And I've of course decorate the river rapids on the backside here with some sheds, some shacks, and all that stuff. And I will make it all look super cool. I promise you that, guys. But for now, it's just how it looks for now. And I've seen a lot of these gateways. I saw someone in Portaventura too, where it was kind of like these sort of gateways that was just closing off an area where everything in the back of it was mainly just backstage stuff. So that's definitely, I'm pretty satisfied, and maybe I can even duplicate this gate and put it somewhere else too in the park or in the area. So yeah, I'm super happy about how it ended, and of course it did look way better now when I kind of like got the area closed in. It does feels more real in that way. So I'm just super happy and also super confident about that this area is gonna look super cool when it's done. So, and it's mainly just me here at the end doing the last things of shrubs and all that stuff, you know, filling out the areas. And before we get to the cinematics here, I'm just trying to figure out what more is there to be done. But so far, so good. As you guys can see here, we are at the cinematics, where I'm actually quite satisfied on the turnout. What is the word I'm looking for? Don't mind the frame drops you see on the cinematics. I'm sorry, guys, that I can't provide you with a better cinematic sometimes, but as I said, the game this day when I was in DANIA, it runs so stupid. I don't know if it's the DLC or not, but I'm just hoping that next time it will run way better. But yeah, that was just a little thing. So sorry for the almost still pictures you see here. It's actually in play mode. It just goes so super slow for some reason. But you do see a little bit here, guys, and I'm super. I've said it so many times now, but I am really super stoked about the end result here. And I'm pretty sure that if I keep on going this style, this area is gonna become such a nice Viking area, especially also with all the plants. I want to have a monument in the middle, and I want to have all this stuff. Like I said, the staff church, restaurant, all that stuff. So But here, guys, you see a little view on the Viking area, what is to be done and what we have done. So a little bit more to do, but we are getting there. So guys, I do appreciate you for watching. It means a lot to me. Write your comments down below if you have anything you want to share, or if you have any feedback for me. I would love to hear it, guys. And as always, have an amazing day, guys. And I'm looking forward to see you in the next video. Bye, guys.